What is up, everybody? It is me, Mr. Inconsistent. I'm back. And oh, what a sad day yesterday was. I'm not even a Fluminense fan, but I was nervous. I was tense. And I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. But first off, before we touch on Fluminense, we got to give praise to the winners first. Good job, Chelsea. You did what you had to do. You had control of the game mostly. I think that was mostly because of Fluminense more so than you. Big ups to Moises Caicedo. Amazing performance. I think he kind of controlled the game. Enzo Fernandez as well. And, of course, João Pedro. The South Americans basically really took this game over. And I didn't drop a preview because I had shot one a bit late. I will admit. However, it was blurry. In the end, it was blurry, and I was like, no, I can't drop this. And then it just became too late. But in my preview, I said that I mentioned both Thiago Silva having played for Chelsea and also João Pedro having played for Fluminense. Actually, that's the club he came up from. And I mentioned that I think Chelsea will take this only based on one thing. And that is that in Brazil, there's a rule, a law that is king to all the others. And that is a lei do ex. A lei do ex. And what lei do ex says is that if an ex-player comes up against his ex-team, he is bound to score. He is bound to score. And he did. He scored 2 amazing goals, 2 bangers. And I just want to see him do the same thing for Brazil in the future. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think when you look at Chelsea, they played well. I think they just moved the ball around well. They kept the ball well. They didn't let Fluminense take control. They didn't let any moment kind of unbalance them. But if I'm being honest, I don't think the performance from Chelsea themselves was that amazing. I think it was a few players, like I mentioned, Moises Caicedo, I think, controlled most of the game. Defensively, Chelsea were pretty solid. And then João Pedro with 2 moments that were just incisive, clinical, and amazing. I think other than that, players like Pedro Neto caused Fluminense a lot of problems. Guga on the right back spot for Fluminense was really struggling. I thought, at least, they really missed out on Samuel Xavier, and I was wondering where is he, or maybe that's just I didn't look. Probably yellow cards or injury or something. But I think that was a big change that didn't help them. They didn't have as much attacking impetus, I believe the word is. They didn't look as threatening going forward. And that's where I was going to go to. I've touched a little bit on Chelsea, and if it was an amazing performance, I think I would have gone even further into it. I mean, the craziest thing to me is João Pedro, those 2 shots that you have, and you're just, the way he shoots with power but keeps the shot down is amazing. It's amazing, and it's something that a lot of players, although is pretty relatively common technique, once you're in that moment, it's so hard to stay composed and do it. So all the props goes to him. Fluminense, though, I thought they just looked lackadaisical. Did you even want it? That's my question. Did you want it? I'll tell you players that wanted it. I think Guga wanted it. He just didn't play well. And I'm being nice but say he didn't play well. He was ass, if I'm being honest. But he wanted it. Soteldo coming on, he wanted it. There was a few players that wanted it. Arias, I don't think you wanted it. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened in the background. I don't know. I don't think you wanted it. Herman Cano, maybe it was just a bad performance. Not sure how much you wanted it. Thiago Silva played well, did his thing. All the other players, though, René, Ignacio, they're just simple mistakes. Simple mistakes. But, you can say, okay, you make mistakes. It's probably because of the moment. It's the Club World Cup semifinal. They're thinking, oh, man. There was never even a real reaction when they went 1 down. Or 2 down for the matter. The fact that the commentators at 60 minutes with 2 down are calling the game, saying that, it's easy. Not that it's easy, but it seems comfortable. And that is a problem to me. You're in a semifinal. 2-0 is a dangerous score. You score 1 goal, you're right back in it. You send it to the extra time with momentum. 2-0 is very far from long and lost. Something just didn't look right to me. I think at least a good amount of those players just didn't want it. Maybe they didn't believe it. Maybe that's a better way of saying it, because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to do it. Arias just looked slow in decision-making. And I know he has that form of dribbling. He's done it a few times in the tournament where he's kind of just slow and then out of nowhere he gets past you. But just too many times. And when you're down, you would expect them to start moving the ball around. Or even with pressuring. I just didn't see enough pressuring from them. I know that it's part of their style too. They drop back, especially in the heat, probably drop back. Don't waste a lot of energy. We're not really going to pressure. We're going to wait till they come to a certain point, and then we're going to be structured. And that's going to cause mistakes in the final third. But in a certain moment, if you have the team in the right positions, I expect you to put some pressure, show that you want it, especially when you're down. Especially when you're down a goal already. And then 2. I didn't see enough. I didn't see enough energy. Another thing. At the end of the game, I'm watching 85th minute, 89th minute, plus 6 minutes. And then Caicedo goes down, and I was starting to get triggered. I was thinking that the ref wasn't going to give the extra minutes added on to that, but the ref did a good job. I think overall the ref did a good job. But if you're down 2-0, I don't know about you, but like, what do you usually see? Send everybody forward and let's just knock balls in. If they score another one, bro, whatever. We're down 2-0. What's the difference between 2-0 and 3-0 in the come on, you already made it to semifinals. I don't care what Europeans have to say. Nothing, bro. Just go for it. But no. The team was structured, almost trying to play out the back, like slowly, by the way, as if they were the winning team defending the lead. Something to me, that was ridiculous. And I'm not even a Fluminense fan, and I was triggered. What, am I supposed to just applause because you made it this far? You made it this far, but you had enough to make it further. You had one game to go to the final. I don't know if you celebrated too early. I don't know. I think Chelsea have more attacking prowess, more speed than Inter Milan, but I also think Inter Milan are a way more organized, defensively structured team, let's say. I was a bit disappointed. Very disappointed. And I'm not even a Fluminense fan. But it is what it is. Chelsea go through. Can Chelsea win it? 100%. When you're a team like Chelsea and now you come up in the final, you're 100% have a chance of winning the game. It's one game. It could have been Ulsan in the final against Real Madrid, and you would say they have a chance. So Chelsea, it's all in your hands. The Chelsea experiment seems to be working relatively well. And this, again, Chelsea, I think Chelsea might be the Real Madrid of England in the way that they're good in tournaments. Ever since the Abramovich era, they just, even if their season isn't that dazzling, isn't so gorgeous, amazing, they end up sneaking through to finals. And then once you're in the final, it's everybody's to play for. Chelsea have done this a few times. So if Chelsea come off as the Club World Cup champion, I wouldn't be surprised. And actually, as a Corinthians fan, I'd be quite happy. We beat them at the Club World Cup final last time. So congrats to Chelsea. And even though the club and all the players should be applauded for Fluminense for making it this far, and they will be applauded, I have a lot of questions about that performance. And if I was a Fluminense fan, I really would not be happy. I would not be happy. But that's it. Let's see who will meet Chelsea in the final for this Club World Cup. Drop a like if you can, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.